Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been slung wide. Threads one in. Baresi cuts out the pass. Great vision.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
That has not gone well. Looking to play him in. He has found the way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. Takes the shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Bergkamp. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Driving through the middle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's managed to get free. It's Totti! So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he's had a hit! Looking to go deep. And that's the keeper's ball. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Batasagi, and here's Dybala. Barella, and there's a searching pass. Finding their passes. And no, that was never going to make it. Barella. Busio. Mateus. No way through. Almost half an hour in now. Looking to pass their way through. He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. It's crossed into the middle. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Takes a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And it's Totti. De Bruyne takes the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Totti. Now it's Inzaghi. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Security staff for
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Filippo Inzaghi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Odo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. Mateus. It's a goal kick. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Driving forward. Oh, that's delightful. Dybala. So, what can they make of this? And Mateus. And that could set him on his way. Cleared without hesitation. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And it's Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for the run. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chance! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substitutions taking place.
Venezia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Played out wide.
Venezia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He's got away, and it's pulled back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Inzaghi. He's had a shot! He has done it! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
After 83 minutes, there's...
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Substitution.
Venezia making consecutive changes here. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Filippo Inzaghi claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument.
Make sure to put any litter in the bins.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, this was a result that reflected the difference in team strengths. I mean, you felt that all they had to do was release their power and they were going to steamroll their opposition, which pretty much happened.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, what would you say are the main strengths of this formation?
The fact that...
And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus gets into some space. Cross goes in there. Totti! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with chance! They've scored! Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
After 20 minutes is number 24.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well read, nice interception. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. Filippo inside. It's Inzaghi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Torasi is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. Changer.
There's the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Mateus.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
There's the shot! Just off target.
Filippo Inzaghi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Oh, this looks sharp. And the pass is intercepted. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Out of play for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Coming on the field is number 27.
Takes aim and crosses. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cute ball now, how can he... It's Totti! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
And the defence was completely beaten then. Exploiting that space in behind has proven very effective for them in this game. It's good stuff.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Torasi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, good spread. Flashes it. Up he goes! And that would have won it.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
77. Coming on to replace him is number 30.
Barella being hunted in packs.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Dybala. Shot could Totti! Oh, that could cost them.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Pressing high and with purpose. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And he's chosen to go back. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the shot! Good effort from distance. Decent enough try.
Bastoni really looked as though...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
To all members.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Adams. Knocks it out wide. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Inzaghi. Batasagi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Adams. Oh, sweet feet. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Adams really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He'll try to keep this alive. Baresi with the clearance. Great chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Torino really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Now it's De Bruyne. And this is Inzaghi. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Casade. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Adams. And here's Simeone. He can get that clear. Torino have reclaimed it. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now it's Adams. Gets his head on it! This time, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game.
Vlasic! Decent enough try.
Vlasic certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And it's Dybala. And this is Inzaghi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Can he get on the end of this? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Vlasic. Nicely weighted ball. And he's opted for the long pass. Maripan kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vlasic. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! Torino are level. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So it's back to business. Now it's Adams. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Simeone. Played in deep. And he's taking no chances there. Filippo Inzaghi. Maripan calmly anticipates. Casadei. And no, that was never going to make it. Bastoni. Barella. Knocks it into space. And he's there to belt it away. And he's gone looking for safety. Mateus. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's an imaginative pass. Barella really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Here's a chance! And that should get the job done. Shot a goal! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. Totti! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here. Vlasic, who's set up 1 goal so far. What a throw in. Barella being hounded, manhandled at times.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it. Don't you just love the level of intensity here?
No, it's Inzaghi! Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Tries to cross. Up he goes! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Substitution.
Torino making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Zapata. Shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And it's been taken short.
Barella.
Gets rid without sophistication. Out towards the flank. Batasagi cuts it out.
There will be 5 minutes added
Well,
time.
that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Dybala picks it up out wide. Now that is commitment to the cause.
That's a decent clearance.
And claimed it back swiftly. And there goes the final whistle.
Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Barcelona may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
So just time for me to say thanks to...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
The action has already started.
So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Looks to the other side.
The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Belletti. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Drogba. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Palmer. And it's Gusto. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Cruyff. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Mateus was in no mood for any of that. Totti, well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That has been cut short. Cruyff threads one in. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Pedro Neto. Oh, such a clever touch. He's having a shot! That's really well cleared. Now it's Drogba.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Hato with the clearance. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Shevchenko. Hato kept his eye on it, and he's there. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's tidy. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Oh, played right into his path. Hato. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
And that is a little undercooked. Drogba is being harried and hassled.
Well, there's little doubt they'll try to frustrate him and negate his teamwork. Easy to say, but...
Cruyff! He's had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
It's their
Coming on the
second corner of the
field
game.
is number 20, João Pedro.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Palmer. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Mateus. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That's a good ball out wide. Could move up a gear here. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's João Pedro. Tries to pass it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's found a way through. And that has been knocked clear.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Palmer.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Fernandes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mateus. There's a searching pass. Shevchenko! He's missed, but not by that far.
Shevchenko is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
So that's it. It is all over. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. He rises! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Andrei Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko!
So, a breakthrough already. Shevchenko, out to the left it goes. And it's Akliush. That's a good ball out wide. Elects to cross.
Defending of the desperate variety. Threads one in.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Mateus pinches it off him. And it's Drogba.
Can he get it through? And this is Shevchenko. Big chance!
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Monaco,
Applying the press here, a high press.
yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them.
He's having a shot! Just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Adams. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Balogun. Akliush. Now it's Diatta. Tries to pass it through. Vicario claims comfortably. Bastoni. That's really well cleared. Fas. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Mateus, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fas tries to clear. Monaco are looking to go forward now. Adams calmly anticipates. Mateus.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Barcelona can try it again now. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Climbs up big!
And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's a decent clearance. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's well spotted. He shifted it to the flank. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that's been drilled in. Bastoni with the clearance. Great ball, and he's in here. Defending of the desperate variety. He is through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution.
And that should get the job done. Roberto Carlos. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vass. Goes looking wide. Cruyff quietly revving up. That's rather hopeful. Totti. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Ansu Fati.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Substitutions taking place.
Bastoni clears. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Great vision.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Shevchenko! They want to be quick to recover this. I think we're just about done here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's intervened well there. Akliush. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Shevchenko claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an and that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
A quick reminder.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And claimed it back swiftly. Knocks it into space. And this is... Goes for a shot! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Kashima Antlers finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Scholes. Scholes takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Rice. That's a lovely, neat pass. Diogo Costa gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And here's Owen. Oh, strongly challenged there. Threads one in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Cruyff! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at...
And he's had a hit! And he's whipped it across. Big header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Back when it goes. Good read, needed to be. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's another good win of the ball. Cruyff. Scholes. Scholes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Van Bouten deals with that comfortably. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now that looks a decent ball.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, lovely bit. Shoots! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
And we hit half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Just a quick announcement. We would like
Barcelona
to
sitting pretty here at half-time. 2-0 up.
Your safety.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 17, Scholes. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Francesco Totti.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Great vision. Mbappe, he's found a way through. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That's a cute ball. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Okazaki proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real...
Mbappe gets through on his own. Now, who's going to be first to this? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, important interception. Owen. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Rice. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Okazaki. It's Okazaki! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Okazaki really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That's a shade optimistic. Tries to play it through. And he will. Bale! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Well, there's the clearance. They get a throw in. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Kukçu. Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Shevchenko. Stood up well to him there. Looking for options for movement. Has a look and place it forward. And there goes the final whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Okazaki taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
From all local major stations.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals.
Shevchenko!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not the most accurate pass.
And he's in on goal! And Owen! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Goes for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Madrid with the corner, they're first.
Keeper has taken decisive action.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Great vision.
That has been cut short. Now that looks a decent ball.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Shevchenko, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the shot! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Nicely weighted ball.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Hangs one in. Goes for a shot! And it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Nice looking ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
This looks promising.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been one step back. And it's Okazaki. And the first half is done. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 23, Mbappe. Coming on to
There's the
replace
start of
him
the second
is
half.
Number 10, Shevchenko.
And that is expertly dealt with. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Zaire Emery. That is ended up in no man's land. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Okazaki. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Baresi gets across to intercept that. And now they can clear their lines. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Cruyff. Scholes is always looking... Scholes! And that tested the keeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That'll be a throw.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Okazaki. He's had it taken off him. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench. Has a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot, surely! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Zaire Emery. Scholes. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. That is a little undercooked. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, easy pickings there. And that will be the final act. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Owen, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his.
CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Brazil.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Odo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's Neymar! Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good ball! Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Forlan. Oh, it's a decent chance! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Brazil are in... Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's found a way through. Just the goalkeeper to beat. He's having a go! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And it's Cruyff. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. That's good running with the ball. Forlan is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Great vision. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Scholes. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a...
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 23, Mbappe. Number
And we're
17,
underway again.
Scholes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Number 24, Didier Drogba.
Neymar going full tilt down the left.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Morris ended up in no man's land. And he shoots! It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Drogba. Oh, can he get onto this? And now the breakaway. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, well measured. Haaland. He has a chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
A case now of complete control. Oh, easy pickings there. He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without hesitation. Rijkaard. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, super ball, and he's had a hit! Always going over the top.
Brazil really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Forlan. Cruyff. And he's only too happy to take that back. Shevchenko gets into a good position. Played in deep. Turns and goes back. Goes for goal! Lacking in accuracy. Otto is there, and he can pick it up. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's there to get it away. Just eases him off the ball. Brazil are looking to break at pace.
2 added minutes.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Rijkaard. Now it's Totti. Tries to pass it through. And that is that. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
He's through it. Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played back into the centre. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Best. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That is ended up in no man's land.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Madrid were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Oh, that's fabulous. Chooses to go back. And a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Crosses it in here. Up he goes! He's missed, but not by that far. Well, it's Okazaki! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. No way through. Great vision. And the through ball. Now this could be a chance. Played into the box. Mbappe. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. That's a sharp pass. Tries to play it through. This looks promising. Shifted upfield. Out for a throw. Yehi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Added time.
And that's good effort from distance. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Barcelona, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitution on the field. number 14, Shevchenko. Coming on to replace him.
And the action is back on the way.
20, Darwin
Barcelona, a solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Plays a sharp little ball here. He's on it, can he get away? Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Nunez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nunez! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Looking for the run. Okazaki. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Best opts to play it back. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. 60 minutes played. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nunez! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish. Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he can clear it away. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
A corner it is then. It's their second corner of the game. Spread it left. Played in by... Oh, what a climb! In he goes again! It's a loose ball. Shevchenko! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Substitution on the field, number 12, Tengba.
Madrid can make their change now with a break in play.
Hernandez.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Knocks it out wide.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Bouten. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nunez is onto this. No foul, says the referee. And the pass is intercepted. Gehi calmly anticipates.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition...
Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead. And that's it. Barcelona can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Well, how will we look back on that?
Barcelona.
Really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's Okazaki! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Nicely weighted ball. Pass somewhat off target. And the counter is on. Oh, nicely intercepted. Puyol. And it's Azar. Now it's Owen. Quarter of an hour played. Azar. Oh, that's ridiculous. Tries to play it through. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Looking for options for movement. This looks promising. No, it's come to nothing. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Well, that'll do under the circumstances. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Totti. Now it's Roberto Carlos. That is good alertness. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Batistuta. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Spread out to the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another in...
And there's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Olise plays it short, and that is masterful defending. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Azar. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nice control. Oh, whistle's gone, now then! And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To open the scoring. Never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
That has been cut short.
Added time.
Now it's Owen. And that's another good win of the ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 15, Francesco Totti.
And we're underway again.
Is number 9.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That has been knocked clear. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Not the most accurate pass. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
He's tried one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Off. And the volley. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Almost an hour gone. Defending was strong and firm. Rijkaard. Steaming on goalwards. Your impression so far, Jim?
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
He's found a way through. Real chance! Roberto Carlos gets good distance on it. He's in a good position here. Rijkaard.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a pretty loose pass. Puyol. Olise. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Very nicely done. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Nice looking ball. Howson hurtling down that right flank. And the keeper beats it away.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's found a way past. And he's worked it through. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 23.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Owen.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Didier Drogba.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Drogba! And he hits the net. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And it didn't take him long. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Hello, attendees.
So, Jim,
This
how do you
is
reflect
a
on what we've seen?
children's
Barcelona,
announcement.
absolutely
With the
shocking
father
here.
of the boy in the green
Shockingly porous down the
backpack,
middle,
contact
which
and
was
nearby
painfully
members stop.
exploited.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Portugal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Okazaki has it in a wide position. That's the keeper's ball. And it's Del Piero. Great ball if he can get there. Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Del Piero. Shapes to shoot! Is on his own. It's Okazaki! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Decent chance! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first goal of the game. Owen! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Van Dijk. Looking to pass their way through, and he's forced to go back.
Portugal, just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, that's an excellent interception. Rodri. Mbappe. And he's in big chance! Sticks it away! Barcelona are back in business! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has... and that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Substitution.
The second half then, just getting going. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And here's Mbappe! Goal! Portugal! And they've got their lead back. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He is through, and the shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Shevchenko. This looks promising. No way through, so back it comes. And that's been intercepted. Okazaki absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And that has been clubbed away. Good read, needed to be. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most convincing of passes. Mateus. Owen being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And it's Okazaki. Roberto Carlos. And the pass is intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Shot, surely! It's a goal!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong. Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Scholes finding their passes. And here's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you...
Can he finish? And the lead stays intact, just.
Mbappe absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Mbappe. And it's Okazaki. And here's Mbappe. Well, there's the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. Okazaki has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Passing is crisp and sharp. Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target. Now, can they get him away?
Minutes has been indicated.
He's on it, and Del Piero! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Del Piero made himself the key component of a very good move. That's how you get behind a defence.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking to play him in. pings in across. It's there! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And that's that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Okazaki claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument.
Security staff for each block.
Your final
Please
thoughts, Jim?
report to the
Yeah,
staff
this
room
looked the most
immediately.
likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury.